Hi, this is Tug PSX from the Daz forums, and today we'd like to talk to you guys about Casual's new release, the mcjCam switchboard. mcjCam switchboard is an awesome add-on for Daz Studio. This is actually in the release now, and it has a couple of cool features from just your regular camera switcher. We had released one earlier in this year. This one adds the ability to adjust your camera within the script and a few other things. So head on over to mCasual's Google site and grab this. This is definitely something that's going to really help out. So let's dive into a scene. Here is a ultra scenery scene that is generated in Daz, rendered in Octane, and let's just make this viewport a little bit smaller so we can actually get access to some of our controls. So again, the installation process is outlined in the website. And it's pretty much drag and drop into your folder. And in my case, what I like to do is actually add the application, as it is, to our favorites menu. Let's make some real estate space here. We don't need the side of that anymore. And what we're finding cool about this, once you drag and drop them into your um, areas where you've got uh, your, in my case, casuals applications. You'll find them under your content library, scripts, mCasual, and you've got your application. If you right click on that, on your script, and do create custom action, that will add it to, you can add it to your menu at the top. You can customize your menu. I currently have mine under my world builder, which is pretty much what I use a lot for the scenes for ultra scenery and so forth. And it's under camera tools right here. So with this, now it's showing me all the camera views that are in my scene. I'm not actually seeing thumbnails of the camera views, which is fine, um, because I'm able to actually control the camera while within this. So if I'm looking at something to, take for instance, let's do this here. That's a view right there of one of my cameras. And if I want to adjust the focal length from within here, I can make my changes, and there you go. Octane updated it right away. I mean, so would iRay too. So, if you want to change your camera to, whatever, 100 millimeter or whatever it is that you want to do for your focal length, you can do it right within the script. If you want to move the camera, rotate the camera, translate all of that, you can do it without a problem. You rotate your X, rotate your Y, or any of that. Um, Octane's actually set right now for 1,000. If we had lowered the numbers, actually, why don't we do that? We can go ahead and lower the numbers so that the response would be a lot quicker with regards to the render setting. So right now it's set for 1,000. We can probably lower it to maybe 10 or something like that. Oops, let's try that again. And tab, there we go. So which will be a little bit faster on the response time as far as that's concerned. The rendering whiles, it will be finished in a shorter time. So let's have a look again at camera switcher. And now we've got something a little bit more useful of sorts for that particular camera. You can cycle through your cameras easily. Oh, this one looks kind of cool. So you can easily cycle through your cameras to see what views are out there for you. A thumbnail would be good, but it's not necessary, especially since you're able now to adjust your cameras if needed. This one looks kind of cool. We can do maybe a Y rotation of sorts. And it's probably good for fly-throughs also. If you're intending to do any, actually, I guess we could probably test that too. If you are probably looking to do any fly-through for your ultra sceneries, you could actually enable your flight camera and see what happens with that. Let's give that a quick test. So I've got my flight camera application set up. It's a utility that will enable the gamepad, and in doing so, I should be able to actually control camera scene here. And the gamepad controller, let's try that again. Oh, apparently it was already enabled. So with the gamepad controller enabled, you would simply click anywhere to activate the viewport. And we should be able to move within the viewport within a decent time. Okay, so let's see what the camera switcher would have on this. What is that going to do for us? Yeah, we're both experimenting on this one, not knowing exactly what to expect with it. But one would think the camera switcher would more than likely have its settings. Now, okay, this would be a decent one to play around with. Now, I don't know what this is going to do, so I'm curious if the application takes full control of your, yes, in this case, the application actually takes control of your controllers. So therefore, it is not usable while doing the switching, which is expected. I'm going to look into an option to see if I can enable a keyboard input while the switcher is going. So this will allow us to be able to still use the feature of, say, a fly through or something to that effect. We're probably going to add that as an option. I'll look at that as an option. And therefore, that may actually add some value to it. I don't know if anybody needs to adjust it, because you can simply adjust it here. Adjust your rotation and your various things here. But if somebody's using a gamepad and they've got a section that they're looking at and they want to do a little bit more adjustments or fly through or test scene or something to that effect, it might not be a bad thing to be able to give them that option. Anyway, again, Talk PSX from the Daz forums and mcj switchboard, August edition is out and about. Grab this. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. You can use it you can relabel your cameras. You can adjust the rotations, XYZ translations, focal length. We may actually add a few more features to it, but look for this in the Daz forums and catch us there sometime.